All right, so what was terrible this week?
Oh.
That's a good question.
I can't.
Probably having Chipotle. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Dad.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So my birthday was terrible?
Kidding.
That
No. I was
that
kidding.
Chipotle catering order was actually some of the best Chipotle I've had.
So good. If you ever have a chance to get Chipotle catering,
It's worth it.
get it. It's very good, but I think the minimum is 10 people.
Yeah.
So
You just
we didn't have 10 people.
no.
So I
have
just
5.
ate it 3 or 4 more times.
I mean, I had 2 bowls.
I had 2 bowls.
Damn.
I mean, I
So
never.
it could feed 10 people or it could feed 5 big people.
It all depends on how much rice you use. If you
Yeah.
can back off on the rice,
Oh,
you
man.
can. That's how I got away with 2 bowls.
Also,
'cause-
if you go light on the rice, you could have rice for 20 days.
oh my gosh, so
They
much
give you
rice.
so much rice.
So much rice.
Calvin loved it. He's just lying to you.
It
How
was
many
decent.
tacos did you have?
4?
There you.
And then didn't you like make some kind of like almost like nachos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
so-
hungry.
Oh man, but the Doritos and the queso. Oh, and then you add a little bit of that steak in the queso, and then a little pico, and
Their
Then you
queso. I put some pico
don't
in it.
eat-
It was a little better, but their queso is
it's good for bowls, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And with Doritos, but I would never eat it with a Chipotle chip.
I can't get past creamy jalapeno and Doritos, so I don't know. It was great though.
Yeah, that wasn't terrible.
So thank you guys for an amazing birthday. It was awesome.
You're
It was a
welcome.
really fun weekend. I'm Josh,
I'm Rachel.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Jackson.
and this is Relatively Terrible.
I love you, but you're all terrible.
So there's a lot of talk online and just in culture in general where people seem to be wanting to move to a more analog lifestyle. I think I've seen it a lot on social media tied to people's New Year's resolutions, but I think it started last year, really more so. But people wanting to engage with more physical media and activities that don't need a Wi-Fi connection.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
about to ask you what analog meant, but now, after,
Wow.
Oh, is that what you were asking me?
yes.
Why would I know that?
Wow. So Rachel and I came up with a list of things that we enjoyed in the 90s and the 2000s. We're going to go over them. You know the 1900s, remember that? We're going to go over them.
No, I don't remember that.
Talk about them and get their Gen Z take on all
Nope,
of this
it's
stuff.
Gen Alpha.
You're not Gen Alpha.
It's Gen Alpha.
You're not Gen Alpha.
You're
6'7" Gen Alpha.
We went over this already. You were both Gen Z.
You guys
and
are
it's-
both Gen Z. We are millennials. You guys are not Gen Alpha,
that sounds
Calvin.
old.
You don't want to be Gen Alpha.
Yeah. But the interesting thing is that a lot of the conversation around the nostalgia for 90s and 2000s is being driven by Gen Z, who has no experience with any of those activities.
Couple of things that you guys already do that is pretty shocking to me, but we'll get there when we get there. So let's
Yeah.
start with number one. I think
Number 1.
the mall. So you guys go to malls, but
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
it is not like it used to be. I'm talking, you're missing out on arcades, video game arcades.
Yeah.
You're missing out on an actual good food court.
Yeah.
You're
Whoa,
missing
whoa,
out.
whoa. What?
Well,
You've
hold
never
on.
been
Let's
to a
just,
good
let's
food
just
court.
preface this by saying Memphis's mall is not the greatest. When we first moved here, it was pretty good. I mean, there's the Disney store, FYE, but so much of that is closed.
Yeah.
Thanks to the. It closed even before the pandemic.
Yeah, I don't think it was pandemic.
No, it
So-
wasn't. That was way
But
pre-pandemic.
Compared to like the mall that we went to in Ohio, which they had. What did they have in their food court? They had a Dairy Queen. They had a Mr.
Mr.
Hero.
Hero.
Yep.
They had a Hot Topic there, box lunch.
Okay, I
A lot
forgot.
more-
You guys have experienced a good mall. South Park Mall in Strongsville,
Yep.
Ohio is very good because it also still has a Cinemark theater. That's the other thing, that I missed so much from
Man.
the Parmatown Mall is the theater.
Yeah.
Going into a mall. See, that's where
But
parents...
we have Malco, though.
But parents could used to be able to drop their kids off at the mall. The kids could go there and eat, shop, go to a movie, go to an arcade, spend
You
all
stayed
day
all
with their
day.
friends.
You could stay all day.
And hang out. And now it's just a place where they might get human trafficked.
Yeah.
Epstein.
It
At least
was
where
a
we
much
are.
more of a social thing.
So do you guys think that that's something that you would want to bring back or something you're interested in? Or is there something in your Gen Z world that's like, no, this is better than mall?
Well, malls haven't really gone away. They just need to go back to the way they were.
They need a
Revival.
A revival, yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
I know.
but
Why didn't you say it?
I don't know.
Well, you know, the sad thing is that at one point, our mall would have said, "Oh yeah, we have an arcade." Because remember that when they put in an arcade?
Yeah.
That's not an arcade.
Yeah, no.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Now if you want to go to an arcade, you know, you're at Dave and Buster's, and what's the other one?
Main event.
Main event.
And they're
Rip
so
off.
expensive.
Rip off.
You need a
Such a
couple
rip off.
$100 to be able to get a couple hours worth of gameplay.
You should be
It's
able to
just
go
not-
into an arcade with a little cup of quarters and just go
Whenever-
and play as many games as you want. I'm sorry.
Whenever I think of
Grandpa Jackson's here with his little
But I
cup of
agree with
quarters.
him. He's not wrong.
Whenever I think of arcades, I think of Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
Family
What's
fun
episode?
time.
Family
Yeah.
fun time.
Family fun time.
And
man,
the
we need a
kids
place like
always
that.
went to the birthday parties and got free food. I mean, I know it's animated, but the food always looked good.
You know, there used to be a chain of arcades. That's how old I am. Called Aladdin's Arcades.
Yes.
And they were in all of the malls.
Yeah.
And that just went away. And then there started to be these little mom and pop arcades. They couldn't keep up. So then you got Dave and Buster's and Main Event, like you guys said. Trash and also way too expensive.
I don't know how those places stay in business.
Whoever thought $2 for a video game would be a thing?
And it's funny because I remember when we were younger that Chuck E. Cheese was a more expensive option.
And now it's the cheap option.
And now Chuck E. Cheese, I mean, when you guys were younger, we did birthday parties there and they were great. I mean, I'll go to Chuck E. Cheese anytime.
Is that pizza actually like recycled?
No, I'm sure it's not.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, number 2.
Number dos.
Physical media, such as DVD, CD, vinyl, and mixtapes. Do you guys even know what a mixtape is?
Yeah, that's something
Songs that
it's-
are like on a loop or something.
No, that's
in a
not
mix.
it. It's where you take multiple songs and you're able to burn it on a disc and make your own playlist, but on a CD form.
That's a
Oh,
mixed
but that's
CD.
what
I'm
we
talking about a
have.
mixtape.
Okay, well then no.
I mean, same thing, just
Same
a
thing, but
cassette
just on a
tape.
cassette tape. That's it.
Oh, cassette
That's what
tape.
we have
Oh my gosh.
Spotify for.
No, I used to actually. We had a couple of different little mini boom boxes. They were pretty small, but you could record on them. So I would actually hold it up to the TV sometimes and record stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so bad. It sounded terrible. I actually used to use tapes from my mom and grandma's church. They had sermons on there, so I would just record straight over the sermons. We would also take those sermons and use them to make comedy bits, like taking a little bit of what the pastor said and then adding in your own stuff and then putting the pastor stuff back in. It's pretty great. That's how you pass the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did have one of
okay.
those dual cassette players, though, where you could record from one to the other.
This stuff sounds ancient. Like
I
dual
will-
cassette tape players. Like that. What?
Listen, I will say the Spotify playlist is such an improvement. I mean, it was the mixtape, the mix CD, hassle and a half. But what a mixtape represented, though, was you gave mixtapes to really good friends and to like crushes, your boyfriend, girlfriend. It was a sign of affection.
Do you remember the one that I made for you? Damn.
Oh boy.
Damn! That was
Yes.
cold.
No,
you don't. What was on the
Wait.
cover? I made a cover for it too. It was a
Ooh, God.
CD.
You can make covers?
I made a cover.
Covers? You can make covers? Yikes.
I made a CD cover. I put it in a case. I gave it to you.
What was on it? I don't remember.
I don't remember one song from it at all.
I'm sorry, but that was over
It
20
was
years
called
ago.
Nothing Compares. Nothing compares to you.
Oh, okay.
And
I
this
do.
is why everything's digital now.
I'm
Listen, but
but
hold on. How many songs do you have in your playlist, Calvin? Go ahead.
Over 2,300.
Yeah. So you're not giving that to anyone. You're not. If you share that with someone,
But you can make multiple.
But you shared it with me, and it's like it's not helpful because it's too many songs. It's not.
You freeze up when you're trying to find something to listen to.
Yeah, it's like 2,300 songs. It's almost like just walking into a store and just being like, pick a CD then.
But
it's
don't
too
you
much.
guys, I miss with CDs, and this is coming back with vinyl, but I miss like opening up the booklet, looking at the lyrics, looking at the name of the band
Artwork.
members, the artwork. Oh my gosh. Now it's just a blue cover.
Turns out.
You know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And it's just ridiculous. Now, I did get a vinyl album for Christmas from The Devil Wears Prada. Jackson, you got that for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. It had a booklet. It was like old school. And I sat there and listened to it and looked at the lyrics and everything. That was really cool.
And that used to be something you would take to a show and try to get it signed.
Yep. Now what do? Take your phone and have them sign your phone?
No.
The other thing I miss was new music always released on Tuesdays and very frequently
Oh
on
man,
Tuesdays.
now it's Fridays.
Yeah, it used to be Tuesday, and I would be up at Best Buy pretty much every Tuesday.
Wait,
Again,
Tuesday?
yeah.
Oh,
And then
Tuesday.
you would go up there on Tuesday
Why-
and go through and see what new music
Why
came
did we
out.
change to Friday?
I don't know. And then everyone knows that the third song is the hit.
Yeah.
The third song is the hit. That used to be the thing. The third song is a hit. And I think I figured out later that was because of vinyl. I think because like you have your vinyl and I think either the third or fourth song is before you flip to the B-side.
Yeah.
And B-side is usually like songs that bands don't care about. But then when you came to, that's why they're called B-sides.
Yeah.
Like some bands
Some
release,
people never flipped it over.
yeah,
so.
some bands release a whole album full of B-sides because no one ever listened to them. So now with CDs, everything was the A side. You actually had CDs too that you could flip over.
Yeah.
Do you remember enhanced media CDs?
Yes, I do. Those were cool.
Enhanced media.
put 'em
CDs.
So
into
you
your
put them
What?
in your computer, and there could be extra tracks. There was there video on some of them.
Videos, yep.
Yeah, so that was really cool as well.
That is something with vinyls I like. There are sometimes exclusive songs.
Yep. Also with DVDs, we're missing out now on commentary
Special
tracks,
features,
special features,
blooper reels.
Yep. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all gone
Eh,
now. But those
It's
are
out
fun,
there.
though.
It's out there. You just have to really search for it now. Unlike when, unlike 20 years ago, where it
Yeah.
was more
Yeah.
readily available.
Yeah.
But I mean, Calvin and I mean, how many vinyls do you have?
Oh, I don't know.
Last time I counted, I had 60.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a fan of digital music. I do think it's very convenient. But I think you guys really would have enjoyed. I had a couple Christmases where I remember getting cassettes for Christmas. I remember getting CDs for Christmas. I remember taking birthday money, and every couple years I get a new stereo. You know, it was one of those like the bigger the better kind of deals.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what she said.
When I inherited the 1986 Chevy Nova from my great aunt, I remember going to Circuit City because all it had was an AM radio. I took it to Circuit City, got a CD player installed, and I got speakers put in the back. I mean,
my
it was,
gosh.
I dedicated
Wow.
a decent amount of my teenage McDonald's paycheck into music.
Yeah,
And now
because-
you read.
But see,
This is true.
you guys also kind of you guys appreciate music, and a lot of times I don't like listening to it on my phone. I'd rather listen to it in the car because the car stereo sounds better, and then the speakers that we have upstairs with the record
Same.
player sound a lot better. Stuff coming off your phone, it's digital, it's automatically lower quality, and if it's coming from Spotify, depending on your settings, it's not going to
On
sound as
PC,
good.
it sounds good.
Huh?
On PC, it sounds good.
Your headphones are insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything you're listening to
Yeah.
there is going to be really good.
But that's definitely something that needs to come back, and it's starting to.
What's that?
What did you call it?
Oh, physical
Oh,
media.
physical media.
Yeah, physical media needs to come back
Yeah.
because I collect a lot of it. Calvin does, and our generation is finally starting to see it doesn't all need to be digital.
Right.
I agree. And that was a huge thing since you brought up books. I'm going to bring up books. When the Kindle came out and ebooks became a thing, there was a whole debate about, you know, is the book dead? Like, are books going to stop being printed? And they haven't been. Because there's plenty of people like me, I'll read a book on Kindle once in a while, but my preference is to hold that book in my hand
Yeah.
and have that experience. I like looking at the book. I like seeing it on my shelves. I like the tangible, physical copy. And I can see the same with music, that you would want to have it. It's something that you admire. It's something you're collecting. It's a way to support the artist.
Yep.
Well, there's something about going into a record shop and flipping through everything they have and to
That's
see.
how I feel about bookstores.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want more record shops.
Yeah.
Number 3 is a perfect segue here. It's another piece of physical media that I used to really love, and that's magazines. And I don't think you guys.
Now, which type of magazines did you like?
Come on, Calvin. I'm not talking.
I'm sorry.
Wow, that's what he thinks magazines are for.
No.
Thank you, internet. Wow, no, magazines. Just so for an example, alternative press. Yeah, I worked there. I'll say it. But bands that you guys liked would be covered by that magazine, and you'd have photos in there that you couldn't get anywhere else. You'd have articles that you couldn't get anywhere else, and it was just really cool to see who was going to be on the cover, to collect them. You could put stuff up on your wall that you couldn't get anywhere else except for this magazine. And some of the magazines weren't even sold in stores, so you had to get a subscription. You had to wait, it was like the anticipation of getting it every month. It was really cool, and I really, really, really miss that. Because now you go online, and you might get one picture in an article. That is it.
Well, see, that's the problem. Magazines are only good if the media is good. If what they're talking about is good, and most of the media today is garbage.
Yeah, but I'm talking that's a great point, and that's why I like magazines, because you can have all your niche categories. You don't have to go on one media source, which is what you're talking about, and scour through all the crap to get something that you like.
Yeah.
You're going to get Metal Legends magazine, and you're going to like 50% of the stuff in there.
Well,
and
I do
even the
have 2 magazines of my own. When Ozzy passed, Rolling Stone came out with one. That one was good. Then Alice Cooper, when he made the new album with his old band, he came out with a magazine. A lot of magazines came out because of that.
And I bought you guys
one.
magazines before. Like I got you
And
that
they are
Muppets one.
They are expensive.
Wait, how
now.
much?
Magazines
$20 a
are,
piece,
Yeah,
easily?
they can be.
See,
Yeah.
they used to be $3.99
Yeah.
because they would produce
Because
so
the
many of them.
demand and the demand just isn't there for them anymore.
Well,
People go online and read the article.
Yep.
But again, there's something about the magazine, and I was wondering if we have these Entertainment Weekly covers, but remember when, I don't know who remembers when the Office ones came out, and they had the different covers, and then you were trying to collect all the covers.
And we got all of them. I don't know where they are, but we have them.
We have them. They're somewhere around.
They're not down here.
So they were a collector's item as well.
But that's the same thing on those Walking Dead ones.
Right,
It's 4 covers, and you want to collect them all, and it's really cool.
And it was also the thing that you did. I tend to think of magazines also, I associate them with the dentist office because I spent a lot of time there as a kid. But, when you were in waiting rooms and things, you didn't have a phone. You flipped through a magazine. That was just the socially acceptable way to pass time, waiting.
Yeah.
And
I always loved, like, great covers. There, National Geographic, even if you're not into like all that stuff, you're into the imagery.
the pictures were always incredible.
Yes, they were top notch, and now you just don't get that stuff anymore. And there is at Barnes and Noble, which I hate that place, but there is a magazine section there.
And that's kind of where you have to go now.
But it's so expensive. I would never buy one.
It's expensive, but you used to be able to buy magazines anywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
And
comic
now-
books are still a thing. That's the thing I'm glad that hasn't went away as comic books. We're not going to really talk much about comic books, but you still have comic shops. You still have comic books.
There's still a huge fan base.
Yeah, they
for
haven't
comic
went
books
completely
out there.
online.
Yeah,
which would
because
suck.
I think again, there's something about those visuals that turning them digital just completely alters
Oh,
the
I would
experience.
never read an online comic book. That takes away everything from it. And comic books depending on what you get, aren't usually that expensive. Now, if you want some type of variant or something, it's going to cost a couple $100 or thousands.
Yeah.
But if you want to just go into a comic shop and just grab
Yep.
a normal comic book, it's $4.
Right, because they're still producing a ton of them.
Yep.
Number 4, Blockbuster. Make it a Blockbuster
I was just
night.
about to say that. I remember our
what's
first
Blockbuster?
date.
Yeah.
Our first date, we went to Stancato's for dinner, and then we went to Blockbuster.
And did it in the back.
Whoa!
Just kidding. We didn't. We didn't.
What
no.
movie did
We
y'all
didn't
pick
even
out?
touch each other. I don't even remember what movie
Why do
we
you gotta
got.
say it like that? We didn't even touch.
Because it was the first date.
Makes me feel icky.
Oh my gosh, it was the
We
first.
didn't even touch each other. Listen, we went to Blockbuster. Nothing happened at Blockbuster.
I don't remember what we got though.
I was gonna say, what movie was it?
I don't remember. But Blockbuster, you rented movies. So you could go in, and it's just like in the, well, you guys haven't seen The Holiday, I'm trying to think of a,
Stranger Things.
Oh.
Family Video.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Or like King of Queens, when,
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
Okay.
about. I get it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, this is gonna sound real Gen Z, but I prefer the convenience of being able to just go on my TV and rent something.
I agree. I don't want to
From my
travel
house.
5 miles and waste some gas just to get a DVD.
So you want to sit there for an hour and a half on your couch, on your dairy air, trying to pick something.
Now look, that's the only downside
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
it being digital.
I see both sides of it because it's super convenient, and also, you know, the downside of Blockbuster was the new movies, like you had to get there right when they opened or as they were putting stuff on the shelf because they would be gone. So you were limited by whatever they had on the shelf when you got there. On the other hand, you saw movies on the shelves that maybe you hadn't heard of before. It was one of your main ways to get exposed to different movies and different genres. Oh, I didn't know this actor was in this.
See,
So if
that's
something-
where. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, if something wasn't there that you wanted, all the other hits are in the other sections. The new release walls were the first to go.
See, that's where I think record stores today could come in, because I've seen a lot of places, such as record stores, even just collectible shops, where they have old VHS tapes of old movies, DVDs, and even though I wouldn't buy one, I still look through to see what there is. I even saw an Uncle Buck VHS tape somewhere
Sure,
one time, and I
sure.
could appreciate that, but I have no way to play it.
Yeah.
So do you know why they started places like Blockbuster and Family Video?
They didn't have the internet.
Well, keep that thought in mind. But when there was VHS, you had VHS and you had Beta, okay? And when that was early on, when they would put a Hollywood movie onto a VHS, they would charge upwards of $200 a piece. for it.
Damn.
So what they did was they started places like Blockbuster, where Blockbuster would order 6 of them and then rent them out.
6 or 7 of them?
Yeah, 6 or 7 of them. Please, we need to end that now. We need to start an online petition. So then, I mean, obviously, once it came down in price, people could buy them. But Blockbuster was already a thing, and people liked it. It was like a part of culture, and people loved it.
It was part of the activity, was going and picking something out and figuring out, and then you also, then you were committed. When you got home, you knew what you were going to watch. This was what you got at Blockbuster. It was already decided. There was no, sitting there scrolling and no argument, debate, trying to find something.
Yeah.
You already had it. You played it.
It was, to me, it was a lot better. I love streaming services. I love, especially Amazon Prime, and being able to basically rent any movie that we want anytime. Even the other night for my birthday, we watched a movie called Sunshine. No one had ever heard of it. It was out in 2007. Looked it
Great
up. There it
movie.
is. You rent it, and you're able to watch it. I love that. I love no commercials, all that stuff. But Blockbuster is something that I do miss. Also, you were able to rent video games there.
Yes.
So for kids like me,
Well, what about GameStop?
Oh,
you can't rent.
But you can buy.
GameStop sucks.
Yeah, but see, if you rent, and this was, I know we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and this wasn't just like a thing my parents would tell me to get me over that, but you rent the game,
You play it.
you play it,
You beat it.
you beat it,
You take it
and
back.
you take it back. Instead of,
Spending
What?
$60-some on something that you're going to
See,
never
no.
play again.
when's the last time you bought a game?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. See, now
Yeah.
there's games like Fortnite where it's all in-app purchases.
Yeah, or you're just paying some kind of monthly fee to get access to all kinds of different things. as opposed to just, forking over a good chunk of change for one game. Yeah, Blockbuster, I think, I get why you guys don't see the appeal of that at all.
It's not that I see the appeal, but the convenience outweighs it.
I agree. I think for us, that really is sort of a nostalgia thing. It was part of the date. It was part of the
Culture has
the
just
activity.
changed so much
Yeah.
to where Blockbuster just got.
Oh, yeah.
pushed
Well,
out.
it was, and Netflix. I mean, I remember, man, when Netflix came out, that was
Netflix is expensive though, isn't it?
No.
not,
Not for
and
what
I
you
mean,
get.
I remember when Netflix was the three DVDs. You could
Yeah,
get
it
up,
used to be a
it was
mail.
DVDs. When it went streaming, holy
Wait, do you guys
crap.
understand what Netflix was to start?
Uh-oh.
So
Oh my gosh.
So Netflix, you got DVDs in the mail in these little red packages.
You went online and you had a queue. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like the way Kelly Kapoor explains it. And I go, click, click, click. Remember when she tells Ryan how, and they bet on it, how long it's going to take her to explain Netflix?
So you get 3 in the mail, right?
Yeah.
You watch them. When you're done, you send them back. Once you send them back, they send you 3 more.
Whatever's next in your queue, then they would mail it
What
to you.
the heck no?
And that was like $9.99 a month or something.
I'd rather go to Blockbuster.
Yeah, seriously.
But they almost died
Mm-hmm.
when they were going to turn to streaming. They were going to separate the company into 2, and people lost their minds.
Well, and then they had both for a while. You could have the streaming or you could have the DVDs.
And also, Blockbuster did the same thing. Blockbuster had a streaming service and the DVD thing, but theirs never panned out.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
panned out. All right, number 5
Numero 5.
is flip phones. When a phone used to be just a phone.
Yeah.
And I would love to go back to that.
I'm good.
When a phone is, what do you need your phone for? Other than being a phone.
Can you send
Social media?
text messages on a flip phone?
Yep.
What T9? Okay, so there are 2 things.
You can. It's just really hard.
The one of the major things I would miss going back to a flip phone is, I'm really going to age myself here, but anytime you needed directions and you had to go to MapQuest and you had to print them out.
Wait, can you FaceTime?
No.
There was no video. No, I mean they barely had a camera, Calvin. I mean it was terrible.
Nope, I'm not. Nope, I would never go back.
Did you really just ask, can a flip phone
I was just
FaceTime?
curious.
No.
Well, listen, Mom's right about the directions
The
because
GPS in your phone,
Yep.
to me, is one of the best things ever. I remember having to print MapQuest directions. You're trying to drive, you're trying to read,
sounds
it's dark. Awful. So I would miss that. And yet texting, again,
really tough.
very tough. Other than that, you really just had a very big separation between when you wanted to go online, you went to the computer, you connected to the internet first. When you had dial-up, you had to connect, you had to make sure no one else was on the phone.
Yep.
And you had to connect, and it was a very intentional action, one person at a time, and your phone was just your phone.
Yep. I remember one time specifically, it was something for a photography job I had. I had MapQuest directions printed out, and it was to the wrong place, or they weren't there anymore, and I had to call Rachel, and she had to read me directions over the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Because how else was I going to find it?
Yeah.
Was I going to get, I didn't have a map. I wasn't that analog.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, but I think the phones have taken us to a place, a bad place. Being connected to the internet constantly, 100% of the time. We're glued to our phones too much. Attention spans are gone away. I heard 2 people at the barbershop both say, the one kid was like, I always got my phone out all the time during movies, and the girl said, I cannot do anything without a separate distraction like my phone.
And now, I mean, now they're making those brick devices, and it's become an addiction. And really, I mean, the reason I initially got a flip phone, I was 16, and Office Max used to sell cell phones, and that I worked there at the time, so that's why I bought a phone. And I really had it mostly for emergencies. Like, I think my parents were okay with it because I paid for it. It was very much not cheap. but I paid for it, and
Yeah,
it was
Sprint,
a safety. Yeah, Sprint, and it was a safety thing, but having the phone.
I understand where we've gone too far with cell phones, but it's not phones that have gone too far, it's people. I mean, I feel better about myself after you said that, because I hate it when people get on their phones at the movies.
Oh God.
Because I'm paying attention to the movie. I
yeah.
don't need, what do I need
Well,
my phone for?
I don't think we should feel bad because it's like they wasted their money. I mean, I don't know.
It's just a weird thing that people are doing now, but you got to understand, this is one of the reasons I say that we've gone too far with phones, is because companies are literally out there trying to get you addicted to it. So
Well,
all the
yes.
apps are trying to get you addicted, all of the games and everything, it's trying to get you addicted to that screen. It's trying to make you feel bad so it can bring you back up and take you back down. It's ruining our psyche. And I know you guys are young, and I think you guys are diligent about trying not to let this happen, but be careful, because it'll be like anything else. You'll be like, well, not me. But I'm telling you,
I think too.
it's bad. It's bad.
And I think one of the bigger things that I notice, and I'm sure you do too, is like I brought up earlier about like looking at magazines in a waiting room. We're to a point in society where we can't ever just do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in line at the grocery store, look at the people around you. They're not just, unless their arms are full, and even then they probably have earbuds in and they're listening to something or they're talking to somebody. But very rarely do you ever see people just standing there waiting, not on their phone.
Yeah.
We can't sit through traffic lights without being, and that is the thing I think that is most scary, is that we just have to be, again, it's addiction. I have to be constantly on this device, and I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh. Next up is something that I don't know if the boys have ever heard of. It was something called TRL, Total Request Live. Now, what this was is it was on MTV every day, every weekday.
Isn't MTV like canceled now?
There is no more
just
MTV
ended.
anymore. It
It
hasn't been
ended.
MTV for a while, but
Yeah.
Thank God.
Total Request Live was hosted by Carson Daly, and it was the top 10 videos of the day. So, and they had guests on there. They had a live studio audience. They had live performances. So, like, if a band had been on the top 10 videos for like so many weeks, they would come on there and they would perform the song or something. It was really cool. I really did enjoy it, and it had a wide mix of music.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a radio station where it'd be like all pop, all rock, all metal. It was a wide range. Whatever was top 10 on MTV, it was on Total Request Live. Yeah. Carson Daly was a great host. He actually still now works for Good Morning America. I mean, he's just a great host all around. Yeah, and it was something you could also do with your friends.
There's
Watch it.
nothing even close to that.
No.
That's going on today. I
No.
mean,
Nope.
even late night television today sucks. When was the last time you actually sat down to watch an episode of just random host Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Because people watch it the next day via clips on TikTok or
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's all it
To
is.
be fair about that, though, those are the most entertaining parts. I've tried watching a full episode of Jimmy Fallon. It's boring as heck.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But TRL.
Is it boring though, or is it your attention span?
No, I can watch a full episode, but
Okay.
I don't get anything out of it. I don't go, oh, that was worth watching.
Okay.
Unless they get a really good guest.
Well, that's the thing about
And it's so subjective.
Well, that's the thing about those shows is if the guest and the musical guest or the guest that's on, you like them, you're going to be more engaged. I think people just usually would put that on at night before they go to sleep.
Yeah.
They may pay attention to a little bit of it.
Again, it
That's
was
it.
something you have to understand that I think that late night TV was a substitute for, like, our phones have substituted that out now. You know, there were things like you watched the news. You watched late night TV. You watched TRL to know what all the new music was. Like, you didn't have the internet and you didn't have social media. So it was a way to stay in tune with what was going on in the world. It was a way to stay in tune with what new stuff was happening, with what was happening in pop culture. Those were your outlets. Those were your sources.
Now we just have social media and stuff and
That's why it's hard.
good.
It's harder to find bands now. It's harder for bands to break out. In some way, it's easier for bands to break out, but not really. You could get lost in the shuffle.
The
pretty
technology
easily.
has made it a lot easier for bands to, make, produce, record, release albums for sure. But then the market is also flooded now.
Well, if you think of-
Technology has ruined music, in my personal opinion, because now it's all, about the production and, the money and the popularity and stuff. And no one really seems to care about the music aspect about it. Because if I hear, it's just personal opinion, Sabrina Carpenter, is she real music?
No. No.
now, the people that make her music are real musicians. Is she?
Nope.
No.
She's a pop star. Next up is AOL Instant Messenger, also known as AIM. That's how we first talked.
We have
That's how
text
me and your mom
messaging.
first-
Yeah, we have
text messaging now. Why do we need AOL?
Because you don't need to
know?
be messaging people 24 hours a day.
I actually Googled this to try to understand why people miss AIM. And the answer I found is that people don't like always being available. When, again, like I was talking before about you intentionally went online, you intentionally signed into AOL Instant Messenger, and when you were away, you had an away message. And of course, that was all, very personal, whatever. And so you were kind of judged on your away message status or whatever. But now, when somebody calls or texts, you're expected to answer.
Yep.
There is no, I can't talk now. I'm at work. I'm at school. I'm driving. I'm watching a movie. We have made ourselves available 24/7. And I think it is, for some of us, exhausting.
Was AOL on your phone?
No,
Did you
no.
So just your computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, no.
That was how
I
you
can't-
talked
nah,
to people.
Because how would that even work today with your phone? How would AOL work? Maybe
the
they
whole-
should add. Maybe they should add a feature on your phone for messages where when
can.
you're
Well, that was what you pointed out, was you can actually have away message statuses on text.
I don't think people use it.
No. But it's just that whole idea of, again, I don't think people want to bring AIM back and use it today. I think people are just nostalgic for a period of time when you weren't always expected to answer your phone and answer your messages right away.
But if I want to have like a conversation with a friend, I can go on it. I'm like, we could have it on AIM. When it's over, I'm gonna be like, I'll talk to you later, and I sign off. Conversation's over.
Done.
So it's like a phone call in text. Texting, there's nothing stopping that person from continuing to text you for the next 10 hours, even though you don't respond.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
The
So-
only part about texting I hate is when someone texts you, you text back, you text again, and then they stop.
Yes.
Well,
That-
okay, so
that's rude.
That's rude. Why? Don't text me then unless you're completely available, or
Yeah.
you. That's
Yeah.
like giving me a bite of a Kit Kat bar and then taking it away from me. Hey, I was gonna finish that. That's rude.
Well, especially if someone's texting you back and forth a couple times and you're having a conversation and
then
then
they stop
Not-
completely.
rude as hell.
It just says delivered.
Yeah.
Well, even if it
Not
says,
read.
sometimes it says red.
Yeah. And
they
they still
don't.
don't
And they
answer.
They don't respond.
They still don't respond. It's like, what
They're-
stopped you from responding? We were having a conversation.
And it's funny because I think that most people would agree there is some sort of social etiquette around text messaging,
There should be.
but not everybody honors it or
Yeah.
respects it or treats it the same way. So that's why sometimes texting is great for, like, I've got a quick question, yes or no, boom. I did not need to call you for that. Awesome.
I agree.
But if you're having a conversation over text, if that's how it's practically playing out, then you need to say something before you just ghost them.
Because if we talked, if we interacted in real life,
Yes.
like we texted, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
people are so screwed because, hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
No, they just turn
Nothing.
around. Okay, I'm back. I just had to help my mom out with the dishes.
Yeah, exactly.
That would
I
be
mean,
funny
you would've-
video.
BRB, I
would
gotta
be-
eat.
Yeah, you wouldn't walk away from someone mid-conversation.
BRB, I gotta use the
That's how we
bathroom.
text.
Yeah.
So text does have some flaws. Maybe AOL should be brought back, but on our modern day phones somehow, if that could be made
Or you should
possible.
just take advantage of some of the features that are there that people don't use because they think they always need to be available.
Yeah.
You know, and you can actually set those around people you want to be always available for. Like, I can make sure you can always reach me and you guys can always
Yes.
reach me, but everyone else, I could say only during these times.
Yeah. I think people have too much FOMO.
Yep.
And that's what prevents people from putting more guardrails.
What does FOMO stand for? Guess right now. Go.
Oh, wait, I know. It's fear of missing out.
See, I bonus question.
6'7".
Bonus question.
gosh.
What was your AOL instant messenger name? The last one you had. Do you remember?
R.E. Gape, probably.
Wow, mine was Frozen City 7.
What was that from? I don't.
Yeah, why was it Frozen City?
Because I wrote a song called Frozen City.
It was kind of a big deal. Like those.
How many songs have you written, Calvin?
None?
Thank you. All right, number 8.
8.
Couch co-op gaming, and that means like you had Nintendo, your friends came over, you had hopefully more than one controller because if you didn't, no one else could play. But you could probably play up to a lot of them were 4 players at
Yeah.
a time.
Split screen.
Maybe 6 to 7.
Probably the most popular one was Nintendo 64, and it was GoldenEye. Do you remember GoldenEye?
No.
Yep, GoldenEye was very popular because it was like the first, like one of the first on Nintendo first-person shooter games.
What do you guys think about
They
co-op
don't.
gaming?
I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I like gaming online.
at home and eat Cheetos. Sit in my gaming
No, I think gaming online is better. I don't know.
Why?
In what way? Like,
Well, you get to play with people like, I mean,
Well,
if they
that's
don't live
us.
in your neighborhood.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know, Kaboom, he lives like far away,
Yeah.
Right.
but I still get to play with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we saw that especially during the pandemic, all of the pros to online gaming and online community and finding a way to connect with people who share your interests and all of that. What I think the downside is, though, is that we have allowed that to completely replace a lot of in-person socializing, whether it's
A lot of
gaming
these-
or book clubs or whatever. We're all doing it online now and never in the same room with anybody.
A lot of these technological advancements aren't bad. We just overuse them. We abuse them. That's the
Agreed.
main problem.
Yeah, I think with gaming online, there is some really big advantages and good things that can come out of it. I think it's these kids, like I was joking earlier, but yeah, they sit in their room. All they do is they're online constantly. There's no social interaction. And when there's time to be social interaction, they have no idea like what
Well,
to do,
something
how to do
that
it.
kids should learn when they're gaming, limit yourself. Like, don't play all day, play for like 1 to 2 hours and then get off.
Okay.
I think. And another advantage with online gaming is like, if a new game comes out and you go to GameStop and it's not there, you can just buy it online.
Right.
So,
Well, in gaming online, I'm not a gamer, so I really don't have much to say about this, but as of recently, games look so much better than they used to.
oh yeah.
But that vintage look of older games still, there's still a lot of uniqueness to that.
Yeah, but you could still do what you could do back then with PlayStation and with Xbox, with the newest versions, and even with PCs. Like, there's kids that will get together, they'll take their PC setup to somebody's house and they'll do a network game in the house. There's still people that do that. You can still do that, but now it's just people think I can just do it online. I don't have to leave my house. I'd rather do that. That's not a good mindset to have. That's not a good mindset to have. I understand like having friends across the country and you want to hang out with them.
Yeah, for
That's a little bit different than what we're talking about. There's some people that they're online all day. They don't, and they talk to maybe the same people all day. They don't consider any of them friends. These are just people they play games with online.
See, I consider my friends my actual friends.
Right.
I understand that. I
Yeah.
understand that. Number 9 is
6'9".
Okay. I think we have number 9, teen movies.
Teen movies.
Teen comedy movies
You guys don't even know what that
specifically.
is.
So, teen comedy movies were a huge thing in the 90s and the early 2000s, and some of them were rather raunchy. You had American Pie, you had Superbad. But the more I thought about it, you had Napoleon Dynamite, you had Juno, you had Orange County. These were movies. They were written for teens. They starred teens in teen situations dealing with teenager problems.
They're coming of age movies.
Coming of age movies. And I think right now what you see in the coming of age movie categories is they're not
High School
comedies.
Musical. Oh, High School Musical.
I guess all of the coming of age things are really, a lot of them seem very serious. They're more romantic.
Or they're not realistic.
Right.
They make you not want to grow up.
Yeah, but like the teen comedy movie, they were funny and they were just things you could relate to. They were Jack Black. They were, you know,
They're just gone. Now everything we have is a remake or a rehash or a sequel.
or
a
it's
prequel.
some
That
kind
sucks.
of, you know, it's based on some sort of YA romance novel. I was trying to think of something newer that I had seen, you know. So I think Netflix has The Summer I Turned Pretty and all that, but I cannot think of a movie that's been made in the last 5 years that's like Orange County.
Oh, no. No.
A very underrated performance by Catherine O'Hara, by the way. Like, if you have not seen Orange County, you need to, again, go
I've
on
never
and-
seen it.
Hilarious.
It's written by Mike White, who wrote School of Rock, and he also did a lot. He's written a lot of other movies and shows, including The White Lotus. I think he created White Lotus.
You got Colin Hanks, you got John Lithgow, you got Catherine O'Hara, you got Jack Black,
Who's Colin Hanks?
Tom Hanks' son.
Oh, okay. See,
He
okay.
was in the Jumanji movie,
What?
wasn't
Who?
he? Yes.
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 Okay.
Calvin.
Okay.
Anyway.
See,
But Calvin,
don't know
you
names.
still have not learned. Just because you don't know a name, you're like, who? They must not be anyone because I haven't heard of them.
no, I don't think
Wait,
like that.
when were they born?
Are they still
dead?
alive?
Are they dead?
Yeah, but I think this is something that's missing is the teen comedy. But you know, like I said, there's not all the movies that come out that today that are funny. They're either incredibly raunchy, or they're just not
Nothing you can
actually
relate
funny.
to.
Yeah, they're
Because
not.
you can't make simple jokes anymore. Everyone gets offended by everything,
Yeah.
and that's starting to like kind of pour over into comedy movies and movies in general. It's like Good Fortune with Aziz and Seth Rogen.
Disappointing.
Terrible.
So
And then
many
Seth,
opportunities, and they just missed the
Seth
mark.
Rogen's new show, The Studio. Every other word is the F word, and it's like I'm cool with some F words in a movie. That's fine. But when you start talking like that, it's like this is stupid. And then these people will try to tell you that's how people talk. Where?
Yeah, not in. I mean,
Where?
not in my circles. They don't.
This is really stupid.
Yeah.
And one thing, the last thing on our list is something you guys missed out on big time. Is TGIF.
Yes.
On ABC's on Friday night, you had the TGIF lineup, which was Full House, Family Matters, Hanging with Mr. Cooper,
Step by step.
Step by Step, and then, I mean, Perfect Strangers was in there at some point. Full House was in there at some point. Did I say Full House?
You
already?
did, yeah.
I'm trying to think of
It,
there was
it did
one
change
more.
a little bit. Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World was in there, yes.
So it was like a streaming service?
No, it was just, they called it, it was a block of time. I think it was from
we
8
didn't have
to
any streaming, anything streaming.
Was it from 8 to 10 p.m.
Yes.
usually?
Yep.
And that was TGIF, and it was a block of shows.
Like 4 shows.
See,
And they
now,
were geared towards, like, you know, families, but like also teens, like Boy Meets World.
Okay.
see, now try doing that today with like shows from Netflix. That would be terrible.
It'd be
That would
garbage.
be terrible.
The main problem is that no one's making anything original, and the writing is garbage.
I don't think Dad and I are sitting here saying TGIF was like comedy gold, But the point is that when you were a teenager, these were the shows that everyone was watching. They were coming out once a week, and you tried to watch TGIF, and you knew you kind of reached a point. I think it was really like middle schoolers, because once you got older and then you got a job, you know, I started working Friday nights. You had band practice. You started missing out, and then it was like, well, I don't know what's going on Boy Meets World anymore, because
I remember that.
you know, you couldn't, if you didn't watch it
And then
live.
everyone would spoil it for you.
That was the other thing.
And that maybe we need something such as that today, because that was a pretty difficult thing for me to do with my peer group in middle school, is to relate to what they were watching or what they were doing.
Did you guys see the new episode of Outer Banks? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, TGIF, at least, it wasn't Disney shows. And in fact, I don't even think Disney shows were a thing at that time. Were they?
Well, I mean, ABC is owned by the company that owns Disney and all
Yeah.
this stuff. So it's like, it was all intertwined. But there wasn't any Disney shows.
Yeah.
we put
Yeah.
But the
that
problem is that what some people consider, what teens watch, and going back to our other point, coming of age movies, is stuff like High School Musical.
I mean,
And
it depends on who you ask.
See, and that's just I
Yeah.
can't.
We're
I
all in this together. No, we're not. No, we're
no,
not.
we're not.
High School Musical
No, we're not.
is not a coming of age thing. It's a high school
Musical.
It's basically like an iCarly level show, like that level of, but in movie form, and it's a musical.
Yeah.
People loved it. So hate on it all you want, which I will
mean-
continue to do, but people did love it.
When did that come out? Wasn't it like 2005?
2000 something.
Something like
I mean,
that. It's
again, we
25
were
years
getting
old.
married at that point,
It's just,
so we were.
I can't.
not
I
the
don't know. I
audience.
can't stand it.
It must have been 2000 something, because Zac Efron had no wrinkles yet, and now he's
God.
trying to cover. Now he's trying to cover everything up with surgery and tanning.
Oh my word.
But look at him now. He's
wow.
Man, he's
oh my
also
gosh.
like, isn't he jacked now? Like,
He's always been.
I really don't
Yeah.
want to talk about Zac Efron. Why don't we go ahead and talk about what was good from this last week?
Well, the movie we saw today was amazing. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was a great movie.
Sadly, it's gonna be
that not
underrated.
get more coverage? Why?
We
all
didn't
the
even know it was
times-
out.
All the times we went to the movies this past year, and they were pushing Hoppers and all this other
and
garbage.
Wuthering Heights.
And Wuthering Heights, and they didn't once mention
Man,
good luck, have fun, don't die.
No offense
Oh.
to anyone who sees Hoppers, but you suck. You,
It's little kids, bud. Little kids.
but it's just, it's a typical story.
But you
animals trying to fight humans.
You have to
That's
understand.
not
though,
original.
But you have to understand, there's a group of people out there with young kids who are going to be looking for something to do, and they're going to be the ones to go see it.
Fair
and maybe
enough.
a couple Disney adults who.
Wait, why did we talk about my birthday at the beginning if we were talking about terrible stuff at the beginning?
Well, we
'Cause
couldn't
Calvin
think of
made a
anything
joke.
terrible. Oh, because he said Chipotle, and then that
Yeah.
spiraled into your birthday. So
Oh.
your birthday was not terrible. Your birthday was awesome. So that
Chipotle
was
was
something really
terrible.
good this week.
Chipotle
And then
was
yeah,
not
I'm with the Chipotle was really good. And then yeah, I'm on board with the movie we saw today. It was funny. It was entertaining.
The story was really
The
good.
story was unique. It was good pacing. It was good acting. I want to watch it again.
It also had some gory type moments without being too much.
yeah.
It was a good blend of everything.
Yep,
The fact that it
loved
didn't
it.
get more recognition or coverage makes me so angry.
It was definitely, if you watch that movie, you will understand our taste. I think that's what you said. It was a movie that suited us very well because
Yeah.
each one of us had something about it that we really liked. I mean, we all kind of have definitely have strong opinions, but we all have different tastes and stuff. But that type of movie, that's going to tick a box for every single one of us.
And it's the only movie where you get to see Sam Rockwell punch a 9-year-old.
Hilarious.
Spoiler alert.
don't
I mean, the
care.
reason it's going to be underrated is because it had a very serious underlying message that's a very true thing. And it's a lot of what we talked about today about people on their devices too much.
AI, addiction.
It was all there, and people don't want to hear that. I mean, but the people that are reviewing it, it's got great Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a great IMDb score, and I thought it was really good. Usually I'm walking out of movies lately saying that could have been 30 minutes shorter or something like that.
Yeah.
This was I really liked it. Had good twists. I like talking about all the different things that we don't have anymore, but I
Yeah.
think we need to have another episode soon where it's the opposite. What has technology made worse or just ruined completely?
Yeah.
Because there is so much out there. What's one thing technology's made worse? Go.
The news, media.
Yep.
Yeah. The news. Yeah.
Subscriptions. Everything is a subscription, and I'm sick of paying for everything.
Oh yeah. You know what? Technology has made music worse, and I don't know if this has anything to do with the technology, but when bands announce a new album and you have to wait 100 days. Oh my god. I remember DGD announcing their new album Pantheon, and I had to wait 4 months.
And that has ruined it for you
4 months.
Before, you wouldn't even have known how long you had to wait.
Yeah.
And then it would have made it better because it would have just been out of sight, out of mind. Now it's like, here's when it's coming out, and you're like, oh my God.
You know what? That is what technology has ruined. It has ruined the how to word it, but like the stumbling upon new things.
Yep.
You always know what's coming. There's no wandering into the store and being like, oh, I didn't know about this. We know about everything.
Yeah. And that sucks, and that is relatively terrible.